Hi, Bill. I'm here. It's noisy here. I won't. I have a hard time hearing you, but I am here.
Okay, thank you, Laura. I see you there. Okay, it's 7 o'clock. I'm going to call to order the Town of Woodstock Town Board Business Meeting for July 23rd. First order of business is stand and pledge the flag. Resolutions. Melanie. Be it resolved to accept minutes from meetings held on June 18th, 2024 and July 16th, 2024. All in favor?
Discussion real quick.
Aye.
Email about June 18th, so there needs to be a correction for that.
You
To Jackie and Melanie and everybody else on the board.
okay, thank you. All in favor? Aye. Be it resolved to accept the town clerk's report. All in favor?
Aye.
Be it resolved to authorize payment of vouchers in the amount of $667,859.75.
Second for discussion.
Discussion?
I want to call attention to invoice 104953 for $2,194 by JH Consulting, submitted for PFOS and PFOA testing and analysis. Town residents have already spoken about this issue, but I think that we need to be clear. There are still no answers as to why JH Consulting submitted an incorrect test and why you, Supervisor McKenna, circulated the incorrect test results on PFOS.
Do you have a question about the voucher specifically?
Yes, I do. I'm wanting to know why we're paying a voucher when we still haven't had any answers on this. The people who are responsible for this error need to come forward, and we need to know why did it take place. I'm calling for a public presentation by J&H to explain their testing regimen, explain the findings, and discuss how the error happened, and to set the public schedule to test the water. Will you agree to bring them forward?
Sure, I'll talk to them about that. All in favor of
I have a
paying the-
second. I have a second issue as well.
on the vouchers?
Yes, on the vouchers.
Okay.
On vouchers 104894 for $741 and 104994 for $274. To Gervin Ferlazzo for continuing legal services involving police personnel. This is a waste of taxpayer money. It has gone on too far and it needs to stop. Supervisor McKenna, you have the ability to stop wasting money on legal fees and enforce the zero tolerance sexual harassment policy you claim. Also, invoice 104914 is another waste of tax dollars on endless legal fees at 10 Church Road. Supervisor McKenna, you can stop wasting this money on legal fees and enforce the dumping law in Woodstock. I move to pull these 3 legal fees out, and we will discuss them and not pay them until questions are answered.
I second that.
All in favor of pulling the legal vouchers out?
I,
Nay?
Nay. I'm a no vote. No, I'm not pulling the vouchers out.
Okay. All in favor of paying the other vouchers?
so the,
Aye.
so it was 3-2 to pull those
Yes.
3 vouchers out.
Yep.
So now
So
it's to
are-
pay the entire vouchers.
Yes. Aye.
Aye.
I'm voting aye on paying the vouchers.
Okay.
Aye.
Be it resolved to forward the zoning amendments to regulate adult cannabis retail establishments to the Woodstock Planning Board and the Ulster County Planning Board for their review. Be it further resolved to authorize the supervisor to prepare seeker documents for said amendments. All in
Discuss.
yes?
I would like to know, what is your specific objection to legal retail cannabis shops located within 500 feet of the village green?
In the past, the board has not been in favor of having it right in the center of town.
That is not correct.
It is correct.
There's no basis for that statement. What is
Okay.
your
So
specific
Bennett,
objection?
either vote for it or don't vote for it.
But
But
what
this
is
is,
your objection?
I don't want to have a pot retail in the middle of town.
You don't want to have.
And I would say that the state's regulations call for the 200, 500 foot, and they're ignoring it.
So you're saying that, which one is it? You don't want it, or that the state is not acting properly?
The state is not acting properly, so I feel we need to do it ourselves. And I don't want, and others have not wanted to have this business right in the middle of town. I'm all in favor of having.
Yeah.
A number of people that I've talked to, including previous board members. I'm not going to sit here.
I've reviewed the past several years of
Yes.
weekly PD reports.
All in
And I
favor
have found
of
that there are
sending.
no complaints about this. Nay.
Okay. Okay, the ayes have it. Thank you. And this is only to send it to the council.
I'd like
To
to
be
call
clear,
for a
I
roll call
always
vote on
find
that.
out-
I'm
I
not
Be
sure
it
what happened.
resolved to
Bill, I-
establish the sewer
Call for a roll
treatment.
call vote on that. I didn't
The vote's
hear
already
who voted.
been placed.
Who voted how?
Yeah, Bill, to
Right.
be clear, I voted aye on passing the resolution.
Laura voted aye, Anula voted aye, and I voted aye.
I
Be it
voted no.
resolved-
I vote
Yes,
no.
be it resolved to establish the sewer treatment plant HVAC capital number 100.100 for replacement of existing boiler with heat pumps. And be it,
Not only did I vote for it, but I seconded it. Just for the record. Absolutely.
and be it further resolved to transfer $15,000 from the sewer fund unassigned fund balance to the sewer treatment plant HVAC capital .100, and be further resolved to transfer $15,000 from the water fund unassigned fund balance to the sewer treatment plant HVAC capital .100. Is this a second?
No.
We don't discuss without a second. Anula, do you want to second it? No, do you want to second the motion? Okay, discussion.
Could you tell us what this is about?
Yes, if you recall, about a month ago, we voted to replace with heat pumps the failed boiler at the treatment plant. It's over 40 years old. I think it's closer to 50 years, actually. It has failed. We need heat in the building, and we went out to bid, if you recall, and Rycor won the bid to put in heat pumps. So this is to pay for it.
And why are we transferring money from the water fund?
Because it's the water sewer departments. So the two funds pay for it equally.
So shouldn't
To
it be the
maintain.
water sewer treatment plant HVAC capital?
We call it the sewer treatment plants. All in favor? Aye. Be it
Aye.
resolved to establish the highway radio antenna capital or replacement capital .101 for replacement of the existing antenna, and be it further resolved to transfer $15,000 from the fuel tanks capital .098 to the highway radio antenna replacement capital .101. All in favor? Aye. And that contract we signed, we authorized about a month ago as well. Public be
Before
heard.
Public be heard. I just want to mention very quickly that Last week I brought attention to the Home Share Woodstock program. It has been successful, the Home Share Woodstock program that I mentioned last week. We've been successfully placing people in affordable housing, and I'm proud to represent the town on the Home Share Board. They have circulated a request for $46,000. I would ask that we approve the request at the next town board meeting, and let's keep the success of Home Share going.
At the next meeting or the meeting after, in one of the meetings in August, I will bring that up. But, since individuals or groups have become aware there's funding left over from ARP that's now uncommitted, there's been a number of groups who have verbally come out seeking money. I said, get me proposals and we'll look at them all. So thank you.
I'm just mentioning that, this is a
Yep.
program that's already, has already been started, and we've been successful in placing people in affordable housing. So,
Okay,
if it's something that's working, then we should continue to fund that.
thank you. Lynn, the public be heard? Carol, 3 minutes. You can come right up.
Hi, Bill. I was trying to go where it was quieter. So
Thanks,
Bill, I
Laura.
didn't know if you need me for something. I went where it's a little quieter. I can hear better now.
Oh, I'm
Okay.
sorry.
Carol,
I'll use my outdoor voice.
go.
Are we ready?
Oh, you're good.
Oh, yeah, okay. Set the time clock. Okay, just for people that don't know me, my name is Carol Sass. And in sport of my credibility here, I've lived in Woodstock for almost 50 years, and I've been a town employee for over 43 of those years. And I believe I hold the longevity record as far as town employees goes. I still work as a dispatcher. I go in, part-time, and that's been the way all along. And I also served for 24 years as a police officer in the town. If you've been around, you may notice, you may remember me. Hi, Laura, I didn't get a chance to talk to you, but I did send you an email. Okay, the two departments continue to serve the community with exemplary dedication and professionalism. Although the work atmosphere at this point may not be toxic, it's certainly tense and unpleasant. The situation as it exists now is the most disgusting and embarrassing that I've seen in all my 43 years working for the town. I'm referring, of course, to the widely publicized and well-known allegations of threatening sexual and racist comments. Some of this is just quoting from the paper by a member of the police department, Philip Sinagra, and I believe I can say his name because it's all in the papers now. I question whether he was properly vetted prior to his hiring to look for any kind of a previous history of problems with him. Prior to and during the internal investigation of June 2022, the town has been put on notice multiple occasions that Officer Phil Sinagra was responsible for many of racist and misogynist comments impacting other employees. Now, I've spoken to my coworkers. I get along with everybody. Coworkers victimized by this disgusting behavior and by the inaction and retaliation of supervisors. The issue has now gone beyond the local jurisdiction and the EEOCs, and there has been a lawsuit filed. The complainants are asking for a jury trial and $500,000 as a settlement. Because of this, the town is forced to pay very expensive attorneys and labor consultants to defend itself. The attorney that filed the actual complaint, the suit, wrote that the town declined to hire an independent investigator and instead relied on not my quote, this is their quote, inadequate review done by McKenna. Despite the corroborated allegations, McKenna maintains that he is impressed by Officer Sinagra.
Okay, Carol, your 3 minutes are up, but thank you. No,
Okay.
Carol, thank you. She's got 3 minutes. Carol, thank you.
Okay. I have like 2 sentences.
Carol.
Despite corroborated allegations, McKenna,
Thank you.
okay. Sinagra is being paid 20 hours a week while he is suspended. This is a burden on me as a taxpayer and an insult to the other hardworking employees of the town who have to actually get dressed, show up, and do their jobs. I think this needs to be ceased immediately. There's no precedent for him to be paid as a part-timer. It's not in the contract. It's not in law. This is very clearly some kind of favoritism, and it needs to stop right now. If you live in town, you're paying that. Thank you for the opportunity to speak.